Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the Pride Lands. But we're not just retelling the story, you know. We're asking a question that might change how you see everything. What if Mufasa, the wise and noble king, had a dark secret? A past so hidden it could unravel the very fabric of Simba's reign. Get ready, because we're about to explore the forgotten bloodline. We all remember Mufasa as the ideal king, a beacon of justice and wisdom, the perfect father to Simba. But every great leader has a past, and not all stories from the past are glorious. The Lion King lore, especially in the books and extended universe, hints at a more complex history for the royal family than the movies show us. What if, before Sarabi, before Simba, there was another Linus, and another heir? Let's imagine this. In his youth, long before becoming the king we admire, Mufasa was a different lion. He was powerful, charismatic, but also perhaps a little arrogant. During this time, he might have had a relationship with a lioness from a neighboring pride, or even a rogue. This wasn't just a fleeting romance. It resulted in a cub, a son, Mufasa's firstborn. But politics in the animal kingdom are brutal. An heir born outside of a strategic alliance to a lioness not of royal standing within the Pride Lands would be a massive complication. To maintain stability and secure his future throne with Sarabi, a painful choice was made. The lioness and her cub were sent away, their existence erased from the official history of the Pride Lands. Mufasa, for the good of the kingdom, buried this secret deep within his heart. This isn't just a wild theory. Think about the dynamics of royal families throughout history. Unacknowledged children, secret heirs. These are common themes because they represent real political challenges. For Mufasa, the circle of life wasn't just a philosophy. It was a delicate balance he had to maintain, even if it meant making heartbreaking sacrifices. He chose his duty to the Pride Lands over his personal feelings. Now, fast forward, Mufasa is gone, Scar has been defeated, and Simba has taken his rightful place as king. He's ruling with Nala by his side, trying to live up to his father's legacy. The Pride Lands are healing. Everything seems perfect. But secrets have a way of crawling out of the shadows. One day, a lone, powerful lion arrives at the edge of the Pride Lands. He's older than Simba, with a strength that rivals his own and eyes that hold a familiar fire. He doesn't challenge Simba for the throne directly. Instead, he comes with a story of a mother exiled, a childhood spent in the harsh outlands, and a father he never knew, a king named Mufasa. Imagine the shock for Simba. This stranger, this lion named Kavu, or maybe Zumaridi, claims to be his half-brother. At first, Simba is in disbelief. It's impossible. His father was the epitome of honor. He would never abandon his own cub. Simba sees this lion as a threat, a liar trying to destabilize his kingdom. The pride is divided. Some lions are wary, while others see the resemblance to Mufasa and start to whisper. The evidence starts to mount. This newcomer knows things about Mufasa's youth that only someone close to him could know. He carries a small, faded marking on his shoulder, a symbol of a forgotten pact between Mufasa's family and another pride, a pact Mufasa broke. Rafiki, the wise mandrill who holds the kingdom's history, becomes troubled. He consults his gourds, his paintings on the tree, and sees fragmented visions of the past he had long ignored. Simba is thrown into a crisis of faith. Everything he believed about his father, the perfect king he's been trying to emulate, is now in question. Was his father a liar? Was his entire legacy built on a foundation of deceit? He confronts his mother, Sarabi, with a heavy heart. She might confess a partial truth she always suspected but never spoke of. Whispers of a great regret Mufasa carried with him until his final day. This isn't just a family drama, it's a political nightmare. If this lion is truly Mufasa's firstborn, does he have a legitimate claim to the throne? According to ancient Pride Land law, the firstborn son is the heir. Simba's entire right to rule is suddenly on shaky ground. Lions who were once loyal to Scar and still hold grudges might see this as an opportunity to sow chaos and support the newcomer. The real conflict isn't a physical fight for Pride Rock. It's an internal battle for Simba. He has to grapple with the idea that his father wasn't a flawless god, but a complex individual who made difficult, even morally gray, choices. He must look at this stranger not as an enemy, but as family. His brother, someone who has suffered because of a decision their father made. The climax of this story wouldn't be a dramatic duel. It would be a conversation. Simba, finally accepting the possibility, seeks out his brother. He listens to his story of hardship and resentment. He sees the pain in his eyes, a pain that mirrors his own loss. In this moment, Simba realizes that true leadership isn't about having a perfect lineage. It's about wisdom, empathy, and the courage to heal old wounds. So, how does it end? Simba doesn't give up the throne. Instead, he does something truly revolutionary. Something that honors the best parts of his father while correcting his biggest mistake. He publicly acknowledges his brother. He rewrites the history of the Pride Lands to include this forgotten bloodline, not as a source of shame, but as a part of their complex story. He creates a new position for his brother, not as a rival king, but as a chief advisor, the leader of the Pride Lands defense, or an ambassador to the outlying prides. He integrates him into the family, allowing him to be an uncle to Kiara and Kion. He doesn't erase the past. E embraces Italiano. By doing so, Simba proves he is an even greater king than Mufasa. He shows that the circle of life isn't just about succession. It's about forgiveness, inclusion, and making the circle bigger and stronger. This forgotten bloodline transforms from a threat into the kingdom's greatest strength. It teaches everyone that true nobility isn't about being perfect, but about having the courage to face imperfections and build a better future. Simba learns that his father's legacy isn't something to be blindly worshipped, but something to be understood and improved upon. What do you guys think? Could you see this forgotten bloodline fitting into the Lion King universe? It adds such a rich layer of complexity to Mufasa and gives Simba a profound challenge that tests his wisdom, not just his strength. Let me know your theories and ideas in the comments below. This is the kind of stuff we love exploring. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you do and miss our next exploration into the stories you thought you knew. Until next time, stay curious.